All right, so now we are on to numbers 10 and 11 from the Unit 3, Lesson 5 homework. So let's take a look at this. These both involve triangles. All right, so in triangle HIJ, JH is congruent to IJ, and I is congruent to 76 degrees. Now, some of you might be thinking, well, this is a side of this triangle, and this is a side of this triangle. So they're really telling me that this is isosceles. In fact, if you look over here, the same thing is going on. It's still HIJ. I've got a different set of parallels, but they're telling me that this is isosceles. So, is this the same question? You might be thinking, can I do this without sketching it? I mean, maybe you could, but I always think in geometry, best thing to do is to start sketching. All right, so I've got triangle HIJ, and I'm going to do these in parallel. All right, I'm going to show you, in other words, I'm going to do them kind of at the same time. So here's HIJ. And look what's interesting about this is JH. Where's that? Right here. It's congruent to IJ. Right there. But over here, HI is congruent to IJ. So it's a different set of segments that are congruent in the two problems. Here, angle I is 76 degrees. And here, angle I is 76 degrees. But it makes the problems totally different based on the fact that different sides are marked congruent. Over here on the left, I say, well, what are the angles that are opposite the congruent sides? Right? I look over there and over there. This has to be congruent to this. So I think, well, if this is 76, this is 76 because they have to be congruent. And then I just add them together and get what? 152 and subtract that from 180. And I find out that that's 28. It's a different situation over here. Over here, it's not that H and I are congruent. Instead, I look across from the congruent sides and I find that those are the congruent angles. So over here, I know that I've got how many degrees to split between angle H and angle J. Well, if there's 180 in total and 76 are being used up here, I've got 140 degrees to split between the two, and that means they're each going to be 52, which is 104 divided by 2. So you can see I get 76, 76, and 28 here. I get 76, 52, and 52 over here just by tweaking one little thing. Otherwise, all of the questions were the same. So just kind of shows attention to detail matters. Drawing sketches matters. You should always do those things.